Check it out. There she is. She's over by the table. She wanted to be in the sun. I don't know why, because she doesn't like being hot. It must be cool enough in here. Well, hey, thanks for joining my channel, where Andy and I, at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, talk about a passage from the Bible every morning. Hey, good morning, Frank. And this morning's no different. It just might be a little shorter because we've got church today. Hopefully all you guys are all going to church. Oh, here's Annie. She came to say hi. Hopefully you all going to church today. Today we are going to talk about a choice. We can make a choice, all right? And what choice is that? Well, we're going to first read Exodus chapter 15, verses 22 through 27. That's Exodus chapter 15, verses 22 through 27. And this is right after God led the Israelites through the parting of the Red Sea, and Moses got them to the other side. Okay? Here's how it begins. Then Moses led Israel from the Red Sea, and they went into the desert of Shur. For 3 days they traveled in the desert without finding water. When they came to Marah, they could not drink its water because it was bitter. That is why the place is called Marah. So the people grumbled against Moses, saying, "What are we to drink?" Then Moses cried out to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a piece of wood. He threw it into the water, and the water became fit to drink. There the Lord issued a ruling and instruction for them and put them to the test. He said, "If you listen carefully to the Lord your God and do what is right in his eyes, if you pay attention to his commands and keep all his decrees, I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you." Then they came to Elim, where there were 12 springs and 70 palm trees, and they camped there near the water. All right. Well, what choice am I going to talk about? Did they have a choice when they were wandering around in the desert? Hey, Vicky, good morning. Oh, you didn't sleep? Yeah, I woke up at 4 o'clock myself. I don't know why, but I feel okay. Hey, what choice did they make? They just crossed the Red Sea. They went into a desert. They didn't have water for 3 days. I'm sure that was pretty tough. But notice what happened. The people grumbled against Moses. And the word grumbled, that's used a lot actually in the Old Testament. The Hebrew word for grumbling actually refers to rebellion against God. Okay? So they grumbled. The people grumbled. But Moses, what did he do? He cried out to the Lord. He asked the Lord for help. And that's what I kind of want to bring up today is when things don't go our way, or maybe they haven't gone our way for a little while, or whether it's at work or some financial situation, other kind of stress, whatever, we could tend to grumble, right? But instead of grumbling, we could turn to God and ask for help. So that's the choice we have to make. And that's the difference in today's short passage in Exodus. Once the Israelites crossed the Red Sea and got into the desert, they can either grumble or, like Moses did, they can ask the Lord for help and the Lord will help them. And I know that's true because think about it. We can avoid grumbling by asking God for help. And whether his help comes in a miraculous way, like the parting of the Red Sea, a practical provision, people's assistance, or simply the strength to endure, we can trust that God hears us and cares for us. So there's always a choice that we can make. There's always a choice. Oh, Vicky was awake all night. Vicky needs new AC. And it's so old it can't be repaired, Frank. Sorry. I thought maybe you could go repair Vicky's AC. So that's what I wanted to bring up today in today's short message, because I'm going ahead into church. But that passage, you can get something out of it that you might not necessarily notice, right? That there's, when things aren't going right, and even they're going really bad, like if you're wandering around in a desert, you don't have water for 3 days, you can either grumble about it or you can turn to God and ask for help. And the second way is always better. It's always better. So remember that. Just remember that. If you guys ever start grumbling, that you always have a choice. Instead of grumbling, just turn to God and ask Him for help. It's that simple. All right? Hey, Yoshi. Thanks for joining. Vicky says, Frank's welcome anytime. Oh, shining your shoes. Nice, Ryan. Good. Yeah, I hope everybody goes to church today. I'm looking forward to it. The service, he's talking about Yoshi's church. A lot of people go to church on Sunday. Some go Saturday evening. But it's a big church day, especially in the morning. Although Olivia also goes at night. All right, we'll have to check out Discord according to Yoshi. Yeah, why do people suffer? That's a great question. That's a great question. And we could spend an entire day on that. Will. But God can still give them the strength to endure it. God can give them the strength to endure it. Even if He doesn't miraculously cure it. Although sometimes He does do that. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. And I encourage you to go to church and learn a little bit about God's Word and what He wants to tell us. It's all in the Bible. So if you get a chance, read it 4 chapters a day. It's only 4 to 8 pages a day, and you'll get through the entire Bible in a year. All right? Have a great day, everyone. Remember, we have a choice. And praying to God's always the best way. Have a great one. Peace.